of people don't know that world, right? And how you have to kind of every day wake up kind of strategic, like I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna handle this. And I know you start to relax once you're comfortable. Just for any homies that never been in halfway houses or in kind of these challenging situations, how do you survive it, or how are you surviving it?
Well, like, let me backtrack to like the being actually locked up, because in the halfway house is different. It's cherry. Like, if you got a little get out with something, a little bit of money, get a phone or some shit, like it's cool, like a phone is a getaway, bro, especially with some internet,
Hell yeah.
But when you're living in the cell, man, that shit's hard. I had a really good homie that I met. His name was Chris. He was from Arizona, Tucson. That fool was a cool ass dude, a straight hustler, He was a homie and everything, but that fool was hella cool, bro. And I would chop it up with him a lot. Like, you always find in the system, like when you're in a prison, you always find the niggas that are your boys. Like, there's always somebody that is the way that you are and fucks with you, They don't have to be exactly like you or anything like that, but the vibes, like, you fuck with them, And me and him used to chop it up a lot, and sometimes I'll be like, damn, it's one of those days, bro, where I'm just like, man, all you niggas, like I ain't feeling none of you guys right now, And whenever I get in my mode like that, I'll just go to the yard and just listen to music and just like sometimes do a little workout, but the workout was mando during the week, so we're already doing that. But just get away, bro. Listen to music, because in the pen you usually could have an MP3 or like a tablet or some shit. So I definitely escape with some music, because sometimes that's just annoying as bro. And then grown ass men acting like kids, grown ass men like stinking and a bunch of shit, bro. That shit is bogus, bro.
Hell yeah, man. And what music are you listening to? Like, who are some of the people you grew up listening to, and who are you with recent, like young fools? Are you with anybody young?
Growing up, bro, I was definitely like with like Tupac and them, like NWA and shit like that. I mean, I was already they had already been around for a while by the time that I grew up, But I was with all that shit. And then when I was young though, because I started twisting my fingers for the hood when I was like 12 years old, So I was listening to all that Chicano rap shit, I was a big fan of all that shit at one point. You, in my personal opinion or an experience, you go through phases of music, and I was really into that shit.
Is there any names?
I was with like Mr. Criminal Heavy, like Mr. Shadow, Little One from San Diego. I was with like Clica One from Vegas. Let's see, like a lighter shade of brown. There's actually
that's when I was for sure.
In my city, there was a little clique that was doing their thing for a while back in the day too, like in the 90s, and they went by CLS. I was with them too, And then nowadays though, like my whole shit just changed. Like my swagger changed, like everything changed, bro. And like I really with like a bunch of like South shit. I with a lot of up north. Like what really got me through a lot of shit when I was in the pen, and I'll be like stressing out on whatever personal issues I got going on, will be like little Dirk, little baby, like them fools would go crazy, bro. Like that really just get your mind out of everything,
Yeah.
I was with with like Meek Mill, with like T Grizzly, like Young Thug, like them fools is hard as bro. Like, and then I like a lot of Bay Area rappers, so I with the ones that are like they're decent, they're famous, but they're not like huge. But like Little Pete, Little Bean, Zay Bang, like all niggas like that, And obviously I fuck with YG and fools like that down south, like fuck with all that shit,
Do you think Chicano rap is dead?
I can't say it's dead, bro, because like you see those fools that are like still in the game heavy, like Mr. Capone and and like Criminal, that are their shit is straight Chicano, right? And you see those fools like sell out venues, bro, that are pretty big, dog. So I can't sit here and say it's dead, but like I definitely don't rap like that, I don't be listening to that shit, but they be doing their thing, I gotta get love and respect to them for sure.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I feel like they evolved it, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
I think a lot of young people were just like, that whole style is kind of past, so it's like we're moving on and everything, but I feel like it's still good, we just respect them, and now we kind of build on that, and move forward.
Yeah, 'cause some of them been working for a long time, and as a worker, you respect hard work, and them fools definitely been working hard for.
I feel bad. What's the vato from San Diego, that Summer Nights?
Little Rob.
Yeah, Little Rob.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones I have to say that. I didn't listen to a lot of Chicano rap, but that's one of them, because he had a little bit of crossover with his spit. He could, because I like music bitches like too, though. I like music I can put a song on with a bitch in the car,
Yeah. He had a little like R&B vibe for sure.
I try to tell the homies, bro, like holler at these bitches, like make some music for these females too, and you know what I mean? Like mix it up a little, or where it can be like a homie with his girl in the car listening to it, not just for the homies, But
yeah,
I know it'd be hard.
I don't know if you ever heard that. You know what song was hard? Like for a chick, Meek Mill and Chris Brown and Ty
Oh,
Dolla Sign. It was Whatever You Need, I think. That shit
yeah.
was gas right there. I'll
Hell
be
yeah.
fucking with shit like that
I
for
worked with
sure.
Chris Brown, bro. I got to work with him like a bunch of times. You know, he's a dick to people, but it's just because he's a cool dick. It's just like when you're always dealing with people wanting so much from you, you get a little aggressive too. You know, so I get it. You know, and
Yeah, no,
people are like,
he been
oh
famous for a long time.
yeah, and then people say, oh, why does he slide up with the Bloods when he's all old already? I kind of understood though, because when you're out in the industry, it's kind of like the streets too, and you want to have somebody that's going to hold you down. But if you're not from there, bro, I don't know. Understand how people start getting into that after they're already in music, because it's just not sustainable. Eventually, they're gonna
That's weird.
they're gonna rob your ass probably, or some kind of weird.
That's like the influence of music right there for sure. Like it'll make people just act like something they're not because like the way what music is and what it does and how I see it and I find this to be true is basically like you make the song and whoever's into it like it's like they rap it like if it's them like they're living that shit,
You
like
know?
you're looking in the mirror, you're rapping that shit, you're like that's me, like I'm doing that shit, and then next thing you know you get caught up that you really ain't about.
Oh, bro, like even like there's a guy named, I don't know if you heard of him yet, American Cholo, and one of his topics, I did an interview with him, and one of his topics, shout out to him, but one of his topics was like, do you know what you're signing up for? And he said no, and I agree with him basically. I didn't know what I was signing up. Not that for me, I decide because I did sign up for something, I want to see it through in the sense of I don't want to drop, those words. I don't like to use a lot of those words, but I don't want to drop out. I tell people, don't drop out. Just redirect your energy, elevate. If you're a real homie from your section, your people are going to respect you elevating,
Facts.
and if you're a real one. If you're not, then you shouldn't even be tripping anyway, because you're not really from there.